So recently, I've been seeing so many things on the internet and also on TikTok where some people are claiming that almost all the girls in Europe, especially Italy, are prostitutes. So some people are also claiming that you cannot make it here in Europe, especially Italy. They were so specific about the Italy. So I'm here to share an opinion about it. I'm not here to talk about the former, which is the insecure men and women, the low esteem men and women that think every successful lady or girl are like their mothers and sisters or maybe their relatives. No, I'm not here to talk about them. I'm here to talk about the part where they said that you cannot make it here in Europe, especially Italy. Hello guys, I'm Onyi and I'm a mom of three living in Italy. Yes, I live here with my family. I joined my husband here 2018. That's 8 years now. Yeah, I joined January 2018. So that is 8 years plus some months now. So I decided to now come and share my opinion about what they're spelling. Normally, I'm not someone that like putting mouth in this type of topic. I avoid it a lot because I know the controversy behind it. So this is just like how people say people in good marriages don't really come out to say it because of the negativity and because negativity trends more than the positivity. You will not even hear it. People just want to hear you cannot make it here, this one is not doing that, this one not doing that. Misery loves company, and people just want to hear the negative thing. So I started this my YouTube channel last year, and one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel is about the stereotypes surrounding people living in Italy, because there are so many things on the internet, and because I live here and my family live here and we are fine, I decided to start a YouTube channel, even though there are some other creators that have also started, which is why I said negativity trends more. So this is one of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel, so that people can see there are so many people living here, living their normal life here. The truth of the matter is there are so many people here in this country, Italy, that are doing extremely well. I'm telling you, not like it's not hearsay. I live here and I've seen people doing well, doing excellently well in the things they are doing. There are some people that have cracked the code of living here in this country and they're doing well. To be honest, I'm not here to say Italy is perfect or maybe Italy is the best. No, 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 no. This country has its own square too. But I'm not here for it. If they had said integrating in this country, Italy, is a bit difficult, I would have agreed. I won't even have a problem with it. Yes, it's a bit difficult, of course, because of the language. It takes time, just depending on how you are and how, in fact, depending on how you are and how fast you want to succeed. But is it something doable? Yes, it is something doable. That's why I don't even advise someone who have this quick success mentality to move to this country, because you will cry when. Because to survive in this country, there are processes, and each one you miss, you will still come back to it. That is for you to become successful here. So if you have this get rich quick mentality, not like you will not get rich here in this country, but if you have that, if you carry that mentality and come to this country, you will cry, Ebel, Ebel. You will cry. So if they had said something like that, I would have agreed. I don't even want to talk about people that want the Italians to start speaking English in their country. Like, because of them, the Italian people should just remove their language and start speaking English. I don't even want to talk about those people. Or there are some people too that start comparing integrating in this country to English speaking countries like UK, Canada and whatnot. They start comparing the integration process. I don't even want to talk about that person, because common sense should tell you that if people in English speaking country are putting 10% effort to integrate into the country, you that is in a vernacular speaking country, I'm not just talking about Italy here, you that is in a vernacular speaking country, we double it. You put 50% effort, You can't just come here and want them to change things or their way of life or their culture because of you, to accommodate you foreigner that will leave them too and go back when you are old. It's not like we are not human beings, yes, but there are some things that people will say, I just shake my head because you are who? You are who? So to survive here, it is doable. It is something doable. Like I was saying, some people, so many families are doing well, extremely well here. How we were, let me use my family as an example. How we were last year that I moved to the last 8 years that I moved to this country is not how we are now. And I thank God for that. And there are so many other families like that. I'm not saying that like we have reached where we want to be. No, 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 no. It's not like how people make it seem. I advise people, when you move to this country, any vernacular speaking country, try as much as possible to learn their language. You cannot just come and start complaining. Or I've heard some people say, no, I don't want to stay here. I'm just staying here like 5 years. Or maybe when I get my permanent residence, I will just go to another another European country. I don't want to live here. But the thing is that while you are here, why not make it worth your while? I tell people, when you come to this country, go to language school. I've heard some people say you cannot learn language from school. You have to interact with people. Why that is true? School is not a scam. Oh. Why that is true? The school will guide you to speak the language correctly. The school will teach you like the basic things you need to know about the language, aside the greeting, the formal one, to conjugate, to speak the language well. That is what the school does. Not like, yes, I understand that you cannot just learn everything from the school. You learn more by interacting. But because you have gone to school and learned the basics, the everything, you will know when someone is speaking correctly. Even me now that maybe, yes, I'm not that fluent. If I want to speak, I know how to like put my words, conjugate verbs, know the right words to you, know, like learn the past tense and everything, and not just saying you book at this place and join together. Even if you are book at this place and join together, let it at least make sense to the person that will hear it, and let it like be correct. That is what school does. So when you move to a vernacular speaking country, you learn the language. Try as much as possible to like learn the language, listen to cartoons, the programs. It will help in your understanding of the language. Yes, I know that you want to move out from this country, but at least make it worth your while. If you cannot go to like a basic language school here, how sure are you that where you are moving, that you are going to move your body? So I tell people, go to language school. Language, at least learn, as in understand when somebody is greeting you and insulting you. Even if you want to stay here for a year, 2 years, 5 years, depending, before you leave, at least enjoy yourself, have experience, not just grumbling and crying. The worst thing you can do to yourself in this country is victimizing yourself and wallowing in self-pity. You will cry. Aye. You will cry because every day you will be crying and victimizing yourself. You don't want to live like that. Remove that victim mentality, remove it. You are an adult, you already, even though you are not understanding the language, you already know your good, the good and bad. Remove it from your head. You see the victim mentality, remove it. Nobody is killing you. Stand up. When you stand up for yourself, they will even be scared of you. Remove the victim mentality. When you learn the language, it will even increase your job prospects. I'm telling you, it will increase your job prospects because yes, one thing I love about Italians is even when you are not speaking it correctly, they will even help you finish your words. They won't laugh at you. So long as you are making sense, sometimes they will complete the sentence for you. They will even use hand, nose, anything to like accommodate you, to not make you feel shy, but at least be understanding, so that when you start working, when they give you an instruction, you already know what they're telling you to do. Learning the language increases your job prospects. The next thing is getting your a driver's license. This one is very necessary. As a family, if you don't have a car in this country, oh my God, oh my God, especially when you have children. school run, winter. Oh my God. Get your driving license. I'm happy about how social media is now and how our people are no longer gatekeeping so many things. Unlike when I moved here, they were gatekeeping so many. But now on the internet, there are so many ways. Anything you want, you can see it there, which is very easy. There is a YouTuber that is less than 1 year in this country, I be 1 year, less than 2 years in this country, that has gotten her driver's her folio rosa. Get your driver's license. It is very necessary in this country, because even as a mom and you have children, it will frustrate, or it will frustrate you as a family. It will make you stay inside house. This place is already depressing. Imagine being inside house because you don't have any means. Yes, there is car, there is train and everything, but when you live here, you will understand why you need that car. Get your driving license. Another thing is, get a skill, like upskill, do a course. Like so many people are doing it, and I love how our people, the young ones coming in now and changing everything. Come in, do a course. I've seen people doing a course, English course to teach in school, even truck driving. There are so many courses. Just search, look for a job, look for a course that if you know that after doing it, it will not be difficult to get a job. Don't go and do my passion, my passion. No, we are not doing my passion here. Yes, passion is good. I'm not saying passion is not good. Passion is good, but look for what is moving now. Look for what is moving. Look for what is moving. Look for a course. Look for what is moving and just study and upskill yourself and upskill your life. So many families have been lifted because they did a course. Yes, I know that some of these courses, you pay for it, is expensive. I know that also there are so many courses that you don't pay for. Just look for a course. Even if you don't have the money, start small. Start with the blue collar jobs, cleaning jobs. There are many here, restaurant jobs. Just start from somewhere and save up and upskill yourself. The goal is not being how you were a year ago or when you moved to the country, because it's somehow in 10 years time you are still like how you were when you moved to this country. So that is the goal. Start small, save up money. Thank God the courses here, the school here, you can pay like instrumentally. It is allowed here. Do something, help yourself and help your life. And tell me, after doing those courses, you get a job, you will not live fine here. My dear, you will live fine, no. You will live fine. Look at this Ghanaian couple that I know, driving big cars. They did a course, now they're enjoying themselves. Not really that nobody's life is perfect, but I'm just as in setting an example because I know how they were before. But just upskill, do something with your life. Don't just wallow in self-pity and be waiting for when you will leave this country to make a move. If you don't make a move where you are, if you don't make this as in if you don't make it worth your while you are staying here, how sure are you that when you move to that country, you are going to move? That's why some people, when they move to that country, they feel like they move. They do worse job than the one that are doing here there, because they did not upskill. Nothing to motivate them. They just want somewhere they will go. They will like upskill, make a move. At least even if you are going to stay here for 5 years before leaving to wherever you want to live, at least do something. Even if it's learning the language, it is something. Having a second language is something. I've seen people that it opened doors for. It is still something. When I was doing my freelancing in Upwork, I got some job because I speak Italian. It opened doors for you. Don't just stay and wallow yourself. I've been there. But after crying and victimizing yourself, you will still get up. Nobody is coming to push you. You are there. You are there. Except you want depression to kill you. Just avoid anything that will make you depressed. So what am I even trying to say in this video? Italy is not like how people make it seem outside, but I understand that negativity trends. That's why I hardly come out to say some of this type of thing, but you are the one to help yourself. You are the one to lift yourself up. And also now is for my moms, stay-at-home moms like me here in Italy. I have an advice for you. Don't let anybody make you feel like you are not enough, you are not doing anything. You are taking care of your children. It is still job. Remove that mindset of, I'm not doing anything, I'm just here, I'm just in this. Remove that mindset from your head. It was even the Italians that made me see the light, that removed that, and I've been there. But there was a time I went to an office after I had my second child. I went to an office for something, and they asked my occupation. I told them that I'm not working, but they said, "But you're a stay-at-home mom, Kazalenga." I said, "Yes." Said, "What job is bigger than that?" I went to another office. The same thing happened. I went to another place again. 3 people, they told me same thing. So I now pride in it. I'm a Kazalenga. So don't let anybody make you feel like you are not enough, you are not doing enough. These children, they will grow. They will see my first child now. I no longer dress her for school. She dress herself. They will grow and you will have your life back. Don't start comparing yourself with people in like English speaking country. Just know that you are in the Western world, and child care in the Western world is expensive. Imagine rushing to move to another country. You have a 3 years old, a 1 year old, a 5 years old. You are rushing to move to another country because you don't like Italy and because there is me, I'm not working, I'm not working. When you go there, you will still pay for a child minder. It's either you go pay for daycare like how you would have paid here. It is the same thing everywhere. Child care is expensive. There are some working moms here too. Their children are in daycare, they have child minder, and they're also working. Don't let anybody make you feel less of yourself. We are caring for your children, they are your future. Just just do the basic things you can do, like learning the language. Even if you cannot go to school because of your children, there are online courses. You do online courses so that maybe when your children start school, you can now go to the language school if you want. But there are online courses. Even now, going to driving school, like when I got my driver's license, I did not register in a school. I read at home because I just had my second baby. My second baby was like five months, abi. Yes, when I started studying for the driving license. I did not go to school. I only went to school to register for exam. So you can just be doing that for yourself, be doing that for yourself. There are so many tutors online. So don't feel less of yourself. Do the ones you can while you are nurturing your child, and be ready so that when they start school, you don't start going back to those things that you would have done before while at home. And also, lastly, pray for God's grace. I know it is not easy. We all came here for our daily bread to better our life, but we cannot do it all without the grace of God. Yeah, pray for God's grace. That is it. I hope I have made sense. All right, guys. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Like this video and also comment. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.